We're seeing the next generation of car owners coming through now, I think. Are you seeing any change in the demographic of people who you are talking to, either in terms of the V management or from collecting cars, from when you first started out?
Well, I think we were surprised when we started. We thought we were going to have quite a lot of classics here. And as you can see, what do you think, 50-50?
Oh, I'd say
maybe
less than that.
Less than 50-50, so it's more modern.
Depends what your definition is.
Oh, well, I guess what's 21st century?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's probably us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised. I thought we'd have many more classics, but it's probably up 30-40%. Yeah, I think we're going through. Obviously, I haven't been in the car business very long, but from what I can see in the eras that I've been interested in cars, it seems like there has never been as much interest in cars as there is now. It seems to be a real booming industry. Everybody seems to be interested in cars, whether that's the Goodwood factor or the Top Gear factor over the last 20 odd years, I don't know, but everybody seems to love cars.
The profile has significantly been raised, hasn't it? In all areas.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's just the digital age that's helped that or whether it's other things.
That's interesting, because I wonder if people are now seeing cars as more of a lifestyle thing rather than just simply a means of getting from A to B, and you'd say, why on earth would you want to spend that many noughts on a car from going from A to B? It's become more of an activity, a way of life.
Much more mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be quite niche, I think, if you had a car, and also collections have grown, haven't they? If you had 3 cars that weren't your road car 25 years ago, that was quite something.
Yeah.
Now 3 cars is nothing. 15 starts to flick the needle, doesn't it?
Cheers. I'm still in the nothing category.
Well, there you go, me too.
Clients have got collections 30 cars over and one that's over 100. I mean, and I've seen warehouses of other collectors just full of their own cars. Not of this kind of quality of a storage unit, obviously, that was quite dusty, but it was full of their own cars. It was quite something to see. Not quite sure.
Imagine.
And what do you do with 100 cars?
I'm sure they don't even know what cars they've got.
No,
there were so many.
probably forget. Gosh, what a problem to have.
Actually, the management of them.
Mind you, they're saying the shoes,
the management.
jewellery, I don't forget any of them.
No, well...
The one collector I know that's got 120 something cars does all the management themselves, has 2 full-time individuals working for them, and just the logistics of moving cars around, knowing where they are, where the service plans, the taxes, everything. Horrific.
We have clients who don't know where some of their cars are.
Yeah, I can believe it. I can actually believe it.
Yeah.
But Chris, you alluded as well to south of France. What's the relevance there? Apart from it being lovely and warm, and Darren and I coming down to help you out in any way.
Well, there you go. That's exactly why south of France is just a really appealing place to go and do tours. So we've been organising tours there for a very long time, and actually, it's my favourite. I think it's probably the best place for touring. It combines incredible roads, great hotels, beautiful scenery, and some iconic places and some great rosé. And some iconic places to start and finish, Saint-Tropez and Monaco. And so a couple of years ago, my wife and I were leaving Saint-Tropez, and we were doing a recce for a tour that then got binned because of COVID. And as we drove out of Saint-Tropez, we drove past a sign that said the Saint-Tropez Polo Club. And I was reminded of having seen that sign 20 years before and saying, well, I wasn't in the car business, saying, wouldn't that be a great place for a car show? And I kind of hummed and hawed as we were on the plane going home thinking about it. And anyway, the next week I was back in Saint-Tropez doing a deal with the Saint-Tropez Polo Club for an event that we've now launched last year called Rendezvous Riviera, which is a one-day event with lots of beautiful cars, lots of fantastic...
V's in there.
Huh?
Lots of V's
Lots of V's, there you go. Lots of fantastic rosé, great food, music, and it's a party. So, you know, in my time working in the car business, I've been lucky to go to lots of amazing concours events like Pebble Beach and Villa d'Este and Hampton Court and Salon Privé and all of those. And those events are brilliant. They do them fantastically well. And I'm not sure there's room it's not an area I want to get into particularly. I'm not sure there's room in the market for yet another concours event. But what I think there is room for is an event that focuses more on the party element of more of a celebration of cars. So the Saint-Tropez Polo Club is the most glorious location with a very big field where you can fit lots of cars.
I look forward to my invite.
1st of October,
thank you.
Saint-Tropez Polo Club. So we then have 2 tours. The aim of the event is also to be a hub for tours. So last year we ran Rendezvous Riviera for the first time, but we also ran the Derek Bell Tour for the first time, which started in Cap d'Antibes, went to Monaco and meandered through Provence for a few days. You're wanting to come, aren't you? I can tell.
I know. I'm now trying to think. So these
Do you
both
need a
then can
co-driver?
be... Yes, I do.
Yeah, and then the event...
But how good are you at map reading?
I'm not bad.
Okay.
You don't need to read a map, you get turn-by-turn directions.
Okay.
No, I've done turn-by-turn directions. And the
You
trouble
don't
is-
like them?
No, I do. But the trouble is you make one mistake and it's impossible to unpick.
Yeah, but getting lost is all part of the fun
That's
of
why I
it.
need to know if he can read a map.
There you
No,
go.
I can read a map. I'm from Newcastle.
So anyway, back to Derek's tour.
You found
so,
the way out.
So
Exactly,
Derek's
the
tour
A1.
arrived at Rendezvous Riviera the day before, and Jodie Kidd co-hosted the event with Derek. So this year, Derek is doing a tour that arrives at Rendezvous Riviera, and Jodie is hosting a tour that leaves the day after Rendezvous Riviera. So it's a weekend. We start with a party on the Friday night, we have the event on the Saturday, and we then have a closed road parade around Saint-Tropez on the Sunday, which culminates in Jodie's tour leaving. So in terms of expanding the business, expanding the event side of the business, I think that is inevitably going to grow over the next few years. And we'll continue to do tours all over the world, but I think that'll be our hub.